Hi, and welcome to the updated demonstration of Oscar Rectangle on-screen controls. Create a new project, go to group, and because right now the Oscar Rectangle on-screen control uses object space instead of document space, we're going to click on fixed resolution. Otherwise, the entire space would be 0. We may choose in the future to make that document space. That's a conversation to be had in the community. So right now we need to add something to give it a little bit of detail. So all right, now we are going to go to Luke's Got Brains. You go to Oscar Rectangle. You can see it has shown up now. The first thing I would like to show you is, as you can see, it's very difficult, almost impossible at this point, to actually get the cursor to show up for the corner radius. Well, it did there for a second. But let's say you're having difficulty with it. You can hold down the modifier keys, Command, Option, and Shift. And then no matter, it can be all the way in the corner, and you can still modify it. Now, obviously, once it's out, you can get better control of it. But that's one small update. Another one is you can see the extent box. So there's actually a line connecting the anchor points. We see this line here and here. And that is when you're zoomed in, you actually have an idea. Are you left, right, up, down? Gives you a better understanding of where you're at when you're zoomed in. The next thing I would like to show you is, let's go ahead and zoom in, and we'll go over, let's say we want to put something at the very tip right here. This is kind of a challenge sometimes. I want to put something right there. So let's pull down the anchor. And we're close, but you know we're not going to be perfect. And a lot of times you don't have to be perfect. In this case, I would like to be as accurate as possible, so I'm going to press caps lock. Now when I've selected, all of a sudden I get a very zoomed in version. So I want to go to the very tip top. It's a little jumpy. And it's jumpy because of the mouse movement relative to the magnification. The more you zoom in, the more accurate it is. Now, I don't know if you notice something. Now, we can zoom in a lot more, and you can see that we're at the very middle of the tip top of that eye, exactly where we want to be, which we did without zooming in as much as we would normally need to. Still zooming in a bit, but less than we would have to in the past. So let's go ahead and zoom in again, and I want to show you something in particular called lock coordinates. Now, you will see it is dead center of the pixel. Let's back out to 2000. 2000 works. So you can see that we can jump to the center or to the corner of the pixel. This is because we have locked coordinates on. If we turn locked coordinates off, then you can see we can place the cursor just about, or you place the anchor point just about anywhere. You place it a little bit inside. Now, this becomes even much more evident when you're zoomed way in. And I've seen people do this quite often, where they're looking at the pixel here, and you're weaving around, and it's offset for some reason. This will have to be fixed. But you can see that it moves anywhere. If we turn lock coordinates on, it's locking to the center, to 0.5, so half a pixel. And it's locking to that, which can be very helpful. I find it very helpful and very predictable.